So just as a fan of the series, let's put the reviewer shit aside or whatever. I'll get to that in a second, but just as a fan of the series, it felt so good to be back to the canon material from the actual manga, seeing it animated, and just being able to watch Shippuden again, knowing that I'm for the most part gonna enjoy these episodes. It's just like, thank goodness we're back from filler freaking hell. Like, hells yeah. And honestly, let's start off with the pacing of this episode. Fast as hell. We covered a lot of ground this episode, so it was like, okay, we went through hell, but immediately, bam, shit's gonna go down. Now, Madara saves the Six Paths transformation. It looked cool as shit. I think they should have made it a little bit more dramatic. Like in the manga, that was one of those, oh my fucking god, like I can't believe it, you know, he just did it, whatever. And the anime was just like, motherfucker, I'm a badass, I just did this, let's move on to the next scene. So, like, in that aspect, it was cool as shit, hype as shit. The power of Madara is out of this world at this particular point, but at the same time, I think they could have just made it a little bit more dramatic than, oh yeah, he just swallowed everything up and like, motherfucker got the powers of a god right now. I was like, you could have made that a little bit more dramatic and maybe a little bit more shiny and pretty looking for that particular scene, but honestly, this motherfucker, like, how do you stop this dude when, like, he has the two main protagonists on the ground dead, he has everybody else scrambling, and then he just got even stronger, like, yeah. That's why Madara is a boss. The one thing I will say about this episode regarding Madara, and you would argue that it was a flaw and kind of like even against the writing of his character, and what I'm talking about is the whole thing of him spitting out the tools from the Sage of Six Paths. He's like, I'm a little bit heavy, and then he spits them out. He's like, I don't need them, and moving. While, yeah, you would think, okay, Madara is a very smart dude. Why would he do that? That's against his character. He's also a cocky guy, especially the fact that he got what he's been wanting this entire time, the powers of a god. So you got to look at it and think, he's cocky right now. So he made a big mistake in that aspect of, like, getting rid of these tools that could ultimately be used against him. But at the same time, that's Madara at the end of the day. While he's smart, he's also a cocky bastard. He's like, I'm that Uchiha motherfucker. I just got the powers of the Sage of Six Paths. I don't give a fuck. So, like, right there, I could see somebody arguing, oh, man, that was a stupid move on his part. Madara wouldn't do that. He's a cocky bastard. He did it. And just a little inside joke. I'm not even going to lie. If you think about it, funny as shit when he went from black hair to white hair. Kind of reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul when Kaneki went there. I was just like, oh, I was just like, that was fucking hype as shit. Now, to be honest with you, the comedy parts regarding Ten and Guy, whatever, it was funny as shit. But you gotta argue at the same time as well. It's like, if you think about it, in the situation they're in right now, Neji just died, like, what, maybe a few minutes ago, an hour ago, or whatever. Like, in the timeline of what's going on right now. Yeah, for us, it was, like, ages ago or whatever, but she's making jokes about, like, man, he should have taken me. And in reality, she should be, like, down and out. So, while I get the comedic purposes of it, because at the end of the day, this is a lot of drama and tragedy everywhere. You gotta have some humor in there. This dude just died, and you're making jokes. So, kind of, like, a little iffy on that one as far as the seriousness. It kind of breaks it away. So, I was like, Ten. What are you doing? But at the same time, it was just funny as shit. Like, Guy, Lee, and Guy still trying to have his rivalry in the middle of this fucking war with Kakashi's like, I'm gonna be there as fast as I can, and the motherfucker's getting dragged while he limps or whatever. So, funny stuff. Arguably, the Neji jokes, a little too soon, bro. Too soon. Let's talk about that Sakura x Naruto moment. I know people are gonna say, you see. It was mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Alright? Okay, shippers. Alright, anime-only shippers. Like, calm down. No, she wasn't slipping him the tongue. She was trying to make him survive or whatever. And honestly, I like that aspect of it because at the end of the day, it does showcase something positive for Sakura. Even though I give her tons of shit, everyone says she sucks, she's worthless or whatever. She is doing something positive, and that's keeping this motherfucker alive. Even if she has to cut him open and squeeze his heart or whatever, she's doing something useful. So kudos to Sakura for once, right? And I mean, again, honestly, just so much shit went down in this episode between that, the mysterious leg guy that's right there by Sasuke, and one of the things that the anime took liberties with that I thought was pretty fucking awesome. I don't remember this from the manga, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but the small little battle with Taka versus the Spiral Zetsu, I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I don't remember that being in the manga in particular, but just seeing Taka go in, giving them a little bit of usefulness, and just kind of giving the Spiral Zetsu a little bit of an ass whipping, making Orochimaru kind of a little bit more relevant as well, because, like, he's been playing the back burner, and honestly, in the manga, I was like, I want to see Orochimaru do something. So I can't remember if this was canon or not, but if it was filler, good on the anime's part, because that was pretty sick to see just all of them do something, whatever. At the same time, Karin, she was using her motherly instincts, you know? And as I said in my preview discussion for this episode, the mysterious foot person, don't have high expectations. Just don't. You will be let down, okay? And last but not least, the whole stuff with Minato, the QB, and all that stuff. Honestly, I feel bad for Obito at this particular point. It's just like, this motherfucker's just like a walking bag of dead ass whoopings or whatever, because it's like, you got Minato and Kakashi there ready to fucking slaughter this dude. The Black Zetsu is playing him, and honestly, like, a lot of things happened. The motherfucking Black Zetsu stole the QB chakra from Minato, which at the end of the day, it makes Minato look a little bit crusty there. Like, bro, what you doing? How you letting this motherfucking slime ball grab that chakra? So I'm kind of like, a little bit disappointed Minato, just a little bit, but at the same time, still, that's making the threat and making the villains look really, really good right now. Like, you got the Black Zetsu just did that, and at the same time, you got Madara showing up with that epicness and the line at the end and everything. So, like, you have some good progression there, and honestly, the pacing was on point. Art and animation was alright. Honestly, they could have made the Madara scene look a little bit more prettier and a little bit more dramatic. And again, some other things like the jokes maybe a little bit inappropriate for the time period of what just happened with Neji, but nonetheless, very good episode, very good to be back, very good pacing, honestly. It was just like, yeah, Naruto Shippuden, we back, baby, yeah. But let me know what you thought of this episode. First of all, how did you feel about Madara getting that power? Do you think that he is too OP at this particular point? He is hacks. He should not have this amount of strength, especially considering the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are on death's door. Like, who the fuck is going to take this dude out? And also, what did you think about the whole 10-10 jokes thing? Was it too soon? And do you think that that was Madara's biggest mistake right there, and that could potentially be his downfall, him spitting out the tools? Again, it's against the logic of Madara being this genius, but it's also within character of him being this cocky motherfucker that doesn't give a fuck. Like, I have the strength of a god. Why do I need these little shitty tools? And your overall thoughts of the episode. Are you excited to be back? Honestly, it was just relaxing and chill to be back watching one of my favorite anime. Can't ask for more. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.